Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurazo here. Come at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Watch today, and we have a lot of interesting cards to go over. We have a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! News actually to head right into before the market watch, and more. All I'm gonna ask you guys is to smash that like button. If we get 100 likes on this video, that'd be great. Subscribe if you've not already. I feel like I've been very stagnant with my subscribers too in the last month. I've been between 5,030 and like 5,040. So if you guys could subscribe, that'd be great. Because about 23% of people watching my videos are not subscribed. Also, consider being a YouTube channel, help support the channel. Hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss my videos since the algorithm for YouTube's been kind of wonky, especially with my channel. So hit that notification bell and let me know what cards I'm going over in the comment section below on my next market watch. And we're just going to jump right into this. So Elemental Hero Shining Neos Wingman from Power of the Elements. Now, these are about $8 here. And why am I going over this card? It is because it is a prismatic secret rare in the tins, actually, which is pretty awesome. I thought that it would be because Power of the Elements and Photon Hypernova, the two core sets they were supposed to include in the last tins that they didn't, and they're putting it in this year's tins for some reason, have already had cards from those sets reprinted. Like Photon Hypernova's had multiple, like Thrust, and even though another Thrust reprint would be amazing. And it probably will be in the tins, like 99%. But we've had stuff like Raysoth, some Kastura cards, and more. And then we also had for, Power of the Elements, we've had stuff like Kurakara, Sprite Blue, and some other stuff. So there wasn't really too much it could have really, like, skimmed on when it came to the set. We're just getting it confirmed that instead of making a super, which would not be a good decision, honestly, they're making a Prismatic Secret. Also, if you have Twitter, follow me. If you don't have Twitter, keep it that way. This place sucks. But if you do have Twitter, you might as well follow your boy here. So, yeah. Anyway, we also have Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier Secret Rare. This card's about $9, going up to 10s here. Honestly, this card's slowly but surely going up. Just kind of a card to go over. We already went over a Dusted Gold last market watch and why it was going up. So if you haven't checked out the last market watch, go ahead and do that because the cards that are and buyouts are still relevant. They're not going to be repeated in this market watch. And there's a cool giveaway for that last market watch. But anyway, DD Assailant here, Destiny board. If you're an old subscriber of the channel, and when I say old, I'm not being like, hey, where's my year? Oh, a year ago's. I'm talking like no joke. When I probably first started the 5 cards out of your trade binder / market watches, I always went over this card. I said, this is a $3 to $4 card that is waiting to pop off. And I've always said that. And the card's been up and down as a roller coaster a bit since. Granted, it's never really had high highs, mostly low lows. And right now, you have $5 for this light play right here. And then you have 13, like 14, 15. And, oh, wow. Okay, so if we go light play near mint, I'm going to see even unverified. Is there no near mints here? Yeah, okay, there's $23 and $21. And as you guys see here, they're selling right here. Like 13s, 20s, all that. So card is bought out. I'm not shocked at all. People play this in GOAT. I don't know. I think this card is doing anything in Edison. But it's cool. It is very cool. Black Luster Soldier Envoy at the beginning here. CR, by the way, if you had these for like years ago, well, your $3, $4 card just went to the moon. Again, I'm not shocked. This is a game promo. It could probably go even higher. Black Luster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. The CR here. Someone actually told me in my last market watch, hey, you should make a video on potential Starlights. Or not Starlights, but Core Sentries in Bonanza. And they pointed at the Charmers, which everyone kind of knows, and Black Luster Soldier. And I thought to myself, yeah, probably would make this a QC. And I'd probably buy it. But CRs right now are about 100 here. 105. First editions. I actually have a Euro CR of this, which is really nice. 157, 158. I can never get rid of my Euro CR. So, like, whatever they do with this card doesn't bother me in the slightest. Especially because OG CR always looks a lot better than the reprint PCR. Like 10 out of 10 times. I can't really think of cards that don't look good, except for maybe, like, Avermax. Avermax CR just never looked good. And, like, I thought that was just a me opinion, but a lot of people just were like, yeah, this card just is not a CR card. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. But, yeah, CRs here. And that video might be coming soon, actually, so keep your eyes peeled. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, Dark Neostorm. Now, this card is seeing a lot more play to the point where people are actually saying this card should be banned. And I'm like, no. Absolutely not. Again, I see that on Twitter, though. So, again, if you don't have Twitter, please keep it that way. People with high accounts of brain cells aren't, the majority anymore. Anyway, during either that's like the nicest way I could say it. But you guys know what Spooky Dogwood does. You guys see the huge spike here as well. These are 15 for your firsts, going up to about $18 here. Go up to even like 20, 25. Can this be in Bonanza? Honestly, I think so. They're missing these cards, these, Ghost Girls, Winter Cherries, and Spooky Dogwood. And they have so many slots. Are they probably going to give it to these two? I feel like they would. I do feel like they would. The Lost Art here is also going up. I mean, you have 4 here. Okay. 7, 8, $8 here. I think $8 for a Lost Art is honestly pretty good here. I don't think that's bad at all. And I've talked about this card around $2 to $3. So if you guys got it back then, good job. You made some money. Psychic End Punisher QC. Now, this is a card that people are picking up because, oh, well, if people are playing Spooky Dogwood, this card's really good because this will just, like, win you games. And I always thought End Punisher was always a great synchro. And it's in this weird spot where it's an 11, not like a 10 or an 8. And I kind of like that it's an 11, not a 10 or a 12, because I like, there's not a lot done with level 11 synchros. Like, to this day, there's still not. But the QCs here are $3, $4. Just a kind of card that, if it comes back into the meta, people are probably going to gun for this QC because they're going to look at it and they're going to be like, wow, that's only $3, $4. Yeah, I'll get this. Instead of getting like a budget version, unless they have it like lying around, they're like, I don't want to wait 2 weeks. I have this like ultra or secret or super here. I'm just going to play that. Maybe they have a PCR or something, they don't want to wait however long it takes when you ever order online, not on like TCG, but just anywhere. Which, by the way, if you're buying anything on TCG Player, use my affiliate down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost too. But yeah, $3, $4. This is a very good QC to pick up, honestly. In fact, I want to go through one more QC that's actually pretty good. That's around the same price. Is actually Rescue Cat QC here. These have a lot lower listings than I thought. But yeah. It has been going down. It was about $3 card here. Now they're about $4 here for your QCRs, about 4-ish. Again, this player older format, $5. And the card can come back. Granted, it is errated, so that's like the one unfortunate thing. In Edison and like older formats from Edison, this card is, the effects aren't negated, so it's probably cool. Mulcharmy here. Want to go over this card. A lot of people are actually trying to play this card, and they're actually having a good amount of success with it. Because it is like a mini max C. And then let's see here. The card's getting bought out when the first page does not have verified. Okay. 51 is the first verified. In fact, I want to look at verified near mint. I want to see how many listings are actually. Okay. I want to go without photos too. Sorry. I want English. 23 listings. Yeah. 48, 53, $60. Yeah. $60 here for your Mulcharmies. Am I shocked? No. People are holding on to it. People don't want to get rid of it. And the set did not have the biggest amount of value when it first came out. I'm sorry, but like, people are going to be like, oh, engravers, were money. What are you talking about, Saki? Dude, besides that secret, like our Exodia Ultras, like were $1 to $2. Our Mimigal stuff wasn't much money. Our Mulcharmies were like 30s. They were like 38, right? And even the spell card for Feedsmith was only like 30. The set didn't have as much, and the Whitewoods, aka White Forest cards, which we have over here, weren't as much either. So just something I want to point out. A lot of our sets now, believe it or not, are actually cheaper week 1 than like weeks 3 and 4. I find that really funny to me. I'm sorry I'm playing with my eyes so much, guys. I just have long eyelashes. Sometimes they affect my eyes. I've been told that a lot. I don't know why, but I guess I do. QC's Perlitas. These are about $135. I actually think those are very fair. If you actually want to pick these up, they're like very fair. Silva, Wolf Tamer of the White Forest QC. Man, do these QCs look good for White Forest. 55, 75 here. Why? Can't really tell you. I literally cannot. In fact, we have some other QCs that we actually could go over here. So, like, we have Eliza here at, like, 93 up to 140. We have Tails here, about 40 here, which still isn't that high. We have Diabell here at, like, 41.50, going up to 60 here. Again, not shocked at those prices, but it is going up. I probably should have picked this up when it was 40. Because I actually had an opportunity to pick one up for, like, 33, I think the guy wanted. Like, he wanted like an exact 85, and I was like, bro, I'll give you like 28. And then I don't know why. I should have just picked it up. I was dumb. Shouts to who it was because he's in my comment section. Eliza White Forest here. Secrets are 35 here. So if you picked up your LZAs, hey, good job. I don't know why I called it Elijah here. Yu-Gi-Oh players can't read. Like, by the way, while I'm here, actually, I want to do a quick thing. Last Market Watch, I was talking about FA Dragster, and obviously my conversation was having a bit of a joke here. This is a once per turn. I talked about this, by the way. It's getting bought out. About $3 here for your supers and going lower on listings. I thought this card wasn't once per turn for its spell trap negate. It is once per turn, even though I read the card on my Market Watch. So just a quick correction here. Shout out to the people who corrected me. I'm actually not like butthurt when people correct me on videos, like some YouTubers. I really don't know why. Like, I'm clearly wrong, you know, if you could read, unlike me. But whatever. Alstor, the White Forest here. Secrets are about 27, 28 here. So people are looking at White Forest, and I do like that a lot. Light and Darkness, Dragon Lord here, QC. This is just a QC that I really loved how it looked here. I don't know if it's really out of the format because it's one level light Dragon Monster and one level 8 Dragon Monster. If the levels weren't so exact, this card would have been broken beyond means. Because while it's placed on the field, it's a dark attribute. And once per chain, spell trap or monster effect activated, this card loses 1,000 attack and defense. If it does, they need activation. It does destroy, unfortunately, it just negates activation. But if it's destroyed, you could target one Dragon Monster from my graveyard and special summon it. And it's not, and you could do it self. So I don't think, it doesn't say that you can't do it self. So that's kind of crazy to me. But this is just a love letter to Light and Darkness Dragon, if you did not know. Like, this is basically Dark and Dragon's effect. This really is, if you think about it. $25 here. I love this card a lot for a QC. It just looks gorgeous. I don't think it's gonna be good, but it's gorgeous. Fog King Secret Rares. These are really good because it's always been a good side deck card for anything that tributes. Secrets are literally dollars, and remember, Speed Duel may not come back. It may come back. It may not come back. But we obviously know that Speed Duel is in hot water. Less than $1 for this card, and it has meta relevance. At times, I would just go ahead and grab it. And I'm saying meta relevance for modern, not Speed Duel. Fog King ultis, these are also pretty cheap at like 14, 15 bucks here. This card is so funny to me because sometimes, like, as you see here a year ago, it was like 40, now it's like 15. But this card has literally been bought out so many times throughout its lifetime and then repopulated because it's very good in specific formats and specific situations constantly. But we've had a lot of tier 0 formats in a way lately, so because remember, tier was like 2022. Now we're in like Snake Eyes Fire King. Maybe tournament was like late 2021, maybe. But point is, we like when it comes to these very specific side deck cards, since we're in like the closer tier 0 formats, they don't see as much love. Black Whirlwind here, dollar here for your Edison card. I want to talk a little bit about Edison because there are some cards you guys aren't looking at right now that I want to go over. So for your Black Whirlwind and your mints, though, these are getting sold constantly. It says that's on a downwards trend, but $1.25, I mean, people are probably just worried about this in Bonanza. Granted, I always saw this as like a penny stonk personally, but it does go up. If it is a QC in Bonanza, though, you are ripped, unfortunately, on those. Good Goblin Housekeeping from Flaming Eternity. If you don't know in Edison, a lot of people are looking at Jar Greed and Yada here for draw cards. And one that people aren't exactly on yet is Good Goblin Housekeeping. So basically, it is in a way the -1. But the issue is when you activate this card, you draw a number of cards from your deck equal to the number of Good Goblin Housekeeping cards in your graveyard +1. So what's really good about this card is as you go through it, you're going to get card advantage because you're going to be like, drawing 2, right? Drawing 3. People are looking at this with Yada. Granted, I don't think it's as good, but it's about $1. It's just something to be interested in. Again, I would rather play the Yada Jar Greed, but people are looking at this card as well. The limbs here, I would not be shocked if these were QC to match the head, but they're bought out here, 130, 200. Then you have the left leg at 90, 100, 120. Then you have the right leg at 130, 150. If you don't have this, definitely stay away. And then the right arm at 104, 115. Again, these listings are very, very low. I would wait till Bonanza. Oh, absolutely for this. The OG head, though, is like 270. So, okay. Granted, I'll be honest with you. I'd probably rather get the normal star, just the promo. The promo could be a very good penny stonk in the future as well. Biz Shark here is like $5-6. People are like, oh, what about the new Fish/Water support? I believe we're getting this card reprinted, and it was confirmed. I don't know where, but I believe we are, because we were talking about it in the Discord, which, by the way, join my Discord. It's in the description below. And it's pretty awesome. Also, have you left a like on this video yet and told me what cards I should be going over next Market Watch? If you haven't, probably should. Biz Shark, though, I think it's getting, again, pretty sure it's getting the reprint soon here. I just forgot which set, but it's $6 right now. Fish Sonar here. These are 7 here, going up to 10. So finally getting a little bit of value for those. Baron here. It's really funny in my comment section below, because someone was like, "Oh man, I really want Baron back," and all that. And someone said, "Oh man, she is for the streets." I just was like laughing my ass off. QC's here are $15 here, 16. They finally went down, which is good. Unfortunately, though, I still think this card's too much and it shouldn't come back. And then we have Diviner the Herald. OTS 25's got to be like the worst performing OTS I've seen since maybe OTS 19. But even OTS 19 had value in the beginning. These are like, ultis are like 20 now. Just like simple $20. I'm so glad I didn't decide to play with the ones I got and I moved them at like 60. I'm so glad. So glad. Snake Eyes Ash ulti can't hold 20. Exodia Head can't hold 15, which I'm not too shocked at. Your deltas are 2s. Again, your supers were fine, I think, but like this set sucks. Like, I'm so glad, even though I get less donations, that I did not get this for my live streams. I am so happy. Like, imagine if I spent like even 400 on a box, I would have negged so hard that wasn't even funny. Like, nah, I'm good, fam. Like, opening these are just like really, again, glad I didn't get any of this. I do have 2 packs for the stream, but I'm just like saving my entry for live streams and calling it a day. Which, by the way, you guys should check out my live streams every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central. Maybe Edison, maybe Market Watch. Who knows? With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.